You know, I always had a dream of becoming a professional football player, playing defensive tackle, um, sacking the quarterback, cashing a big check and stuff like that. But I guess I just never really had what it takes. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. They want somebody about 6'3". I'm 250. They want somebody about 280. I can run the 4.6, but I guess I'm just not exactly what they're looking for, and I don't want to play any other type of position. So um, I decided maybe that I'd go to school and be a trainer and stuff like that. However, to pay for my education and my lifestyle, I had to do some jobs for some wise guys and stuff. Okay? I actually am half Italian through my mother, Grizzo, and in the Little Italy portion of Chicago, I grew up with the two kids, one named Dante Sota, who's now the consigliere, and Anthony Calamares, who's just a knockaround guy and stuff like that. Dante isn't particularly really smart. The thing is that people listen to him, and he settles to reasons, and he looks at both sides for disputes and stuff like that. I had never imagined that I'd be a wise guy, but I thought, okay, here's a few bucks and stuff like that. Then they found out in college that I was working with athletes and stuff, and they were like, hey, can you get him to fix a game or something? Oh, forget about it. I know that when this happens, that it's gonna ruin their life. And the wise guys, they tell me, Bryan, you're with us, but the people I'm training, I'm with them and stuff. I say, okay, they're adult man. I'll tell you what. I'll let them know what you want to do, but it's up to them and stuff like that. And perhaps maybe something bad can always happen and stuff like that. But you see, the wise guys will never put any money down on any kind of bet unless they have some kind of edge or something. They don't gamble. It's a sure thing and stuff like that. And I guess it's just kind of like a luxury if you want them to do it like that. So I was training people and stuff, and one day, Anthony came to me and says, I'm only a knockaround guy, Bryan, and you're only an associate. Why don't we do something to make our names big? I says, Anthony, I'll never be made. I'm half Italian, I'm half Irish and stuff. He says, yeah, but your Irish father made so much fucking money for the family, and you're half Italian. He says, things are gonna change. He says, I'm 29 years old now. When I'm 49, they're gonna open up the books to guys like you because your Irish side, it's classy and stuff like that. So he says, why don't we figure out a way to sell undetectable steroids to pro athletes and stuff like that. I say great, but it's a lot of work. We'd have to set up a track, and we'd have to sell enough to make money. The stuff's really expensive. You can buy stuff for hundreds of dollars, but if you want the stuff to be undetectable, you gotta spend tens and thousands of dollars, which is okay for these professional guys, I guess, because they make millions and stuff like that. If you actually think that people have stopped taking steroids and stuff like that, you're wet behind the ears. People are always looking for that edge. They're always looking for a way to beat the competition and stuff. I'd say you gotta be fucking crazy if you don't take steroids and you're gonna fight Ultimate Fighting Challenge. You have to be and stuff like that and stuff. I always wanted to be in the training end, like in the movie Rocky 4 where they're training the Russian. I wanted to be one of the guys that training like that. But you know what? You start making money, you start making a living, you wind up in a certain place and stuff, and you take an oath, and then guess what? That's your life and stuff like that and stuff. And I've been confronted by police. I've been interrogated and stuff like that. I let them know. I say I'm not a rat. I'll do 1,000 fucking years on my head before I say anything. But you know what, officer? All I want to do is make a buck, just like you. I'm not going to hurt anybody that doesn't have it coming to them. I'm no tough guy and stuff like that. But nobody's going to come onto our turf and bully them and stuff like that. There was a guy once by the name of Happy Gallimore. And the thing was, he was happy all the time and stuff. But after he died, they found a list of over 20 people that he used to hit and stuff like that. He didn't let people know that he was angry. He had a smile on their face and stuff like that. But, you're going to get it and stuff like that. So if people owed him money, they'd be on his doorstep. They'd be begging him, please, please, please take the money. Please don't kill me. All right, yeah, stuff like that. And, I remember my first collection. I went with Anthony or whatever. I was only 18 years old. I says, I'm not ready for this. He was 16 years old. I'm like, we're just high school kids. We went over. We wanted to impress the adults and stuff. I'm 6 feet, 250. Anthony is 6'3", 315, and stuff like that. He had offers to go to college, to big schools as a lineman, but he chose this kind of life, the La Casa Nostra. Okay, this thing of ours. So, I opened the door and I told him, I says, listen, you owe Guido Sabatini $50,000. Now we gotta settle this. He says, fuck you. I said, fuck me? Fuck me? Listen, pal, I'm the nice guy. You want to deal with me. Anthony back there, he's a fucking knock-around guy. Okay, all he wants to do is knock your fucking head in and stuff, because he wants to prove to people that he's a tough guy and deserves to be in this type of family. I just care about the fucking money. I don't care if you like me or whatever. Just give me the fucking money, and we'll do that and stuff. So then certain people owe me favors and stuff like that. I want to bring a big smile to Guido's face. I want him to know me. I want him to like me. I want him to value me, because that's how I go up in this. You lost. We would pay you if we lost, but you lost this game, so you owe us $50,000. So can you pay or not? I mean, or does Anthony have to work on your head? Maybe I can do something with your assets, liquidated or something. So with this guy, we figured it out and stuff. I had to sit down with Guido and stuff. Oh yeah, I had to have it translated with Dante, because I don't speak much Italian and he doesn't speak much English or whatever. He let me know. He says that was good. How I got the money. My mind was on the money, and that's how my Irish father, he made so much money for the mob and became a legend. But he wasn't trying to be a legend. He was just trying to put dinner on the table and stuff like that. He's a 9-to-5 guy that loved his family, and that's what a true hero is. It's not some kind of celebrity or something like that. All right. When you're an Italian boy and you're growing up in the neighborhood, you lift weights, you box, and stuff like that, because you're the one who protects the family and stuff. Because, like my dad said, a fight's gonna come and stuff like that. He saw the way Italians were the big build and stuff like that. So that's why he wanted to marry an Italian woman like my mom. But it was weird, because when he met my mom, he met her by chance, and he had no idea what nationality she was. He fell in love, and he was Italian and stuff like that. When he figured out she was Italian, he says, do you want to give me a big fat Italian, do you want to give me a big buff Italian son or something? She just laughed and stuff like that and stuff. But he let me know. He let me know when I was growing up. He says, you see your mother, you see your sister, I see you, I can handle myself, but I appreciate your help when I get older, but you got to do this, and you got to take care of us and stuff like that. And even when my sister got the pretty dresses and stuff, I knew what I was in the family, and I love it. I love that, she got the nice stuff and stuff like that. I'm her protector, and she's the princess, and I'm her protector, and I feel valuable to the family and stuff like that. And when my dad asks me to do something, I say yes, sir, and stuff, and, you better not fuck with my father, because you know what? If you fuck with him, you fuck with me, and you fuck with my friends, and you want to fuck with my friends. I don't have to throw a punch. I just have to tell them who got on my nerves and stuff like that. And I might even say it got in the way of my business and stuff like that. Even if I feel like I have more muscle and I can muscle someone out of business or whatever. I knew some Hispanics in Orange County selling steroids. So, yeah, I asked their permission. I say, well, we want to set up this area to where we can do it. Where would it be okay to do it and stuff like that? They say, okay. We get the agreement. We get the bosses down or whatever and stuff like that. These guys that want to be these gangsters, cholos on the street or whatever, I say, fuck you. I know your boss, Carlos. Okay? I go to fucking Carlos. He won't like what he fucking hears, okay? Because he doesn't want to see You treat me with disrespect. It's not because he likes me. It's because I put so much fucking money in his pocket and stuff like that. Like, Carlo Gambino, he was a good boss. He realized that sometimes giving away some of your money to other people for protection and stuff like that, it's a good thing, because then you got a good track of business. You're not upsetting politicians. You're not upsetting policemen. You know, the Italian children are playing stickball in the street. It's beautiful and stuff like that. If life is beautiful, we have no fight or whatever like that. I remember one time in the 10th grade, I wrote about my family history, and I wrote about the Godfather and stuff. And when I got in a fight, I got in trouble. I went to disciplinarian, and he says, "What's so fucking good about this Godfather?" I said, "You know what? He came over here to fucking Italy on a boat, and then he went into Las Vegas, and he made $20 fucking million. What the fuck did you ever do? What the fuck did you do with your life? You know?" I don't know what you are, but you know, you look like you're Spanish. Maybe, you know, you should be like us. You should do something for your family, and you shouldn't be such a pussy. You know, I'm just a kid, and I can tell you're afraid of me and stuff. But you know what? I'm not gonna do anything because it's not worth it to me. You have nothing that I want, including your money or your wife. So arrivederci.